Examinations are probably something like this. But while the pressure to perform is still on, mechanical engineering technology students at the University of Maine will reflect back on scenes like these. Creating needed projects for the community has become a tradition for Professor Herb Crosby and his students. This year's assignment, to build and design a new playground device suitable for a child with no use of his or her legs.
It was frustrating at first coming up with some original ideas and things that would work. But as the project progressed along and we got to work with different people, such as a physical therapist, the kids themselves, it then turned from frustrating to interesting and fun.
While projects were designed to be accessible to handicapped children, the ultimate challenge was to make the design appeal to all children. On Saturday, April 25th, a panel of judges made up of engineers, therapists, and children made the rounds, inspecting projects for safety, durability, originality, ease of assembly, and perhaps most important of all, fun.
A clear winner is Team 3 with the swing.
It's mostly just for the smile. It brings a great sense of relaxation and joy to just see a smile on a handicapped child's face. I have a brother who's handicapped, and something like this would have been super for him.
We're really pleased that they were able to come up with something like this, because there isn't much available for handicapped kids, especially in the creative playgrounds. They were able to get into the playgrounds, but that's it.
Seeing the kids' faces was a pretty grateful thing. Seeing a smile on every one of their faces was something I didn't really know how they were going to take to it. But every game that they played, there's something of enjoyment came out of it, which kind of made me feel pretty good.
While the swing was ranked #1 on paper, the faces of the children let every group know that all projects were winners in their eyes.
Today we came so Angel could try out the toys that the guys have been working on. Her favorite was the swing. She really had a good time with that. And the sit and spin, and the balls. She liked throwing the balls. And it's been very beneficial because Angel's learned a lot of things here today, and the guys have worked really hard at putting the toys together.
The pump.
And the pump. She learned how to use a pump today, and Angel can have it maybe on her playground for all the kids and her to play with, huh? Yeah.
Some of the best news of the day was that every piece passed the safety evaluation and could therefore be delivered to its final destination.
Before we actually decide on what project we're going to do, we have to find a child that we can work with in order to get any information we might need from her or her therapist or he. I think that's basically how it works. And Professor Crosby gets a lot of calls from different schools and different therapists on wondering if we're going to be doing a project this year, because it's usually a traditional thing that the university does something to better the community.
I can't wait!
Some designs were created at the specific request of a child, like Audra's swing. Others, like the tossing game, were donated to local community organizations, in this case, the Cerebral Palsy Camp in Lucerne.
I think it's very valuable for the students at the university to see the children play with their adaptive playground equipment and with the games. I think it's nice for anyone to see how valuable and how much enjoyed what they made, what they created is.
I want that one. We're going to trade.
Okay.
Either basic principles of physics or mechanics.
These mechanical engineering students, guided by professional engineers and physical therapists, are creating play equipment for kids who sometimes have a hard time using ordinary toys.
We're going to build a about 15-foot tall rocket ship and a mission control and connect the two of them. What we've tried to do is make it so that handicapped children can play on this just as well as non-handicapped children.
We're designing a swing set that's accessible by a handicapped child. We came up with this design with the inner tube type seat because it'll allow her center of gravity to be within the middle of the tube.
The projects have to pass tests tests for usability, safety, and of course fun. If they pass these tests, the equipment will go to schools, playgrounds, and individual kids throughout the area. The students haven't received grades yet, but it looks like this little girl has already given her new swing an A+. Diane Finnegan, Channel 5 News.
And that is the news this Patriots Day. I'm Don Colson. Thank you.
And I'm Melanie Schaefer. Good night from Channel 5 News.
And good night from Hampden.